Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear viewers. Today I want to talk to you about something very important. I want to talk to you about feeling stuck. Most of the people that I talk to feel stuck. And I know that because whenever I ask relatives or friends or whoever, even strangers, and if we have a conversation, I want to go deep into that conversation, and I just don't want to talk for the sake of talking. If I ask somebody how he's doing, I ask with full intention. And that's why I know that most people don't feel very good, and most of the time they're stuck. Maybe it's in the job, maybe it's in a relationship, maybe it's health-wise, maybe it's spiritual in nature. But most people, how I found out, are stuck. So we want to talk about how to overcome being stuck today. As simple as it sounds, but it's going back to your Lord, going back to Allah, remembering Him, going to the masjid, just making your heart come alive again, like an old car that doesn't want to work. You have to work to make it work again. And how do you do that? It's by breaking your patterns. Whatever you do, do stuff that you haven't done for a long time, or maybe that you haven't done ever, in order to have different results. You know, Albert Einstein says insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So that's number one. You have to change your patterns in order to get different results. And how do you get different results? If you really want to connect with Allah. The first thing is, if you really want to connect with Allah, Allah helps you connect back with Him. So that's the one thing that makes everything more meaningful and everything better. Think about your childhood. When you were a kid, most of the people had great childhoods because they were playful, they experienced new things, they ran until they were out of air, they jumped, they did exciting stuff that most of the people don't do in their daily lives because they're busy with walking around and being just a corpse that consumes air but don't feel anymore. You know, when was the last time that you cried as a man, for example? Crying is seen as a bad thing in Western society, but actually crying is one of the most beautiful things. If you really honestly, sincerely cry because of Allah and His messenger, that's a sign that you're actually healthy. So try to come back to life, try to come alive again. And the way to do it is with Allah's help. And then there's motion, you know. No motion is very, very, very highly connected to bad emotion. That's why we pray 5 times a day. We're forced to feel good again. We're forced to wash ourselves and put our head on the ground and experience life and stay away from our damn phones and the screens all the time and just connect on a human level. And that's why our religion is so beautiful. Practice thankfulness. If you are in a thankful state, you cannot feel bad. It just simply doesn't work. And most of us, unfortunately, we always feel the opposite of being thankful. We feel like we want more, we deserve more, we should have more. And we compare our lives to other people in social media or whatever, and that's why we get worse and worse. But if you think about what you already have and what God already bestowed on you, you will feel much, much better. You will try to appreciate everything that you have, and that will make your life 1000% better. You cannot have a bad day if you practice gratitude. And our religion tells us to practice gratitude, and still we don't do it. We have to listen to non-Muslims telling us that practicing gratitude is the way to happiness. But our religion already tells us that. The next thing is, ask yourself, maybe, for example, if you're stuck in a job, what you actually want. If you didn't have that job, what would you do with your time? If you had all the resources in the world and you had all the money in the world, what would you do with your time? What would make you get out of bed in the morning? If it's just traveling the whole world and seeing places, so what would you do after that? You know, everything becomes boring at a certain point. What is it that would never become boring in your life? And pursue that. Think about it this way. Imagine you're in a parallel universe, and in that parallel universe you could use anybody and everything in order to do things. People would be like puppets that do whatever you tell them to do. Of course that sounds bad, but it's just for me to get the point across. What would you use people for, and what would you use things for, and what would you want to achieve? Ask yourself that. And when you have that, come back to your real life and realize that it's not as shitty as you thought it is, because you started practicing gratitude. And then go ahead and do exactly the same thing that you would have done in that parallel universe. Believe in yourself. If it is something that you really want to do that is great for people, what's stopping you? It's only your belief about yourself that's stopping you. But we all know that humans have unlimited potential, but the outcome doesn't match the potential at all with almost anybody in the world because of fear. So what is fear, and how can we overcome fear? Is fear real? Of course it's real. But you know what's more real? Regret. Regret is way, 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 way more bad than fear. The next time you fear something, the next time I fear something, fearing talking to you in my living room and just, you know, just being me and just being natural and being vulnerable and being me, not being afraid of being me, is because when I'm 80 years old, I can't influence as many people anymore as I can right now while I'm young and healthy, alhamdulillah, you know? So the fear of living your life away is much, much, much worse, and regret is way, way, way worse than doing what you want to do and overcoming fear. So if you want to have a talk in front of people, if you want to open a business, whatever it is, think about not even having tried to do it. And that's way worse, because one day you will not be able to do it anymore. I hope this video helped you in one way, shape, or form. And if it helped you, make sure to like my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, whatever it is that I do, because I want to do way more of that, because it's a passion of mine to help people and unlock or unleash their potential. So see you very soon, inshallah, and let's connect way more than we did in the past. I know that on Facebook there are many people from East Asia. I want to get to know you guys. I want to get to know more about you guys. I want to learn from you guys. And yeah, see you very soon, inshallah. Be good, be great, be thankful. See you soon. But the fear, Adila, don't do that. And you are the only one who is responsible for getting it, for getting these things.